Hey, man, this is Mike Sally with a men's ministry moment. If you have listened to me for any time, you will know I often talk about targeting men in the local church. Well, recently I was invited to attend a one night men's conference, and I want to give a shout out to Temple Baptist Church in New Bern, North Carolina, for being about targeting their men. From the time I walked in the door to the time I left, Temple was targeting me as a man. Everywhere I looked, I saw indications they believe men are important in the church's life. When I walked into the lobby, or vestibule as known in some churches, I saw two large TVs with slides on the wall on each side of the doors leading into the worship center. One had information about a men's retreat the church was encouraging the men to attend in about a month. The other TV had a large title on the screen that said, Men Getting Connected. It listed studies men could participate in, such as deep Bible study groups, mixed issues, including pornography and chemical dependency. They also listed activities men could be involved with, such as a men's workday and sports ministry. Then the screen listed several co-ed classes men could lead their families to attend. Another TV on the other side of the lobby had information on another conference men could participate in case they couldn't participate in the one mentioned earlier. They didn't stop there. When I walked into the restrooms, they had signs displayed predominantly at any place a man may stand, providing information encouraging men to participate in activities. I often ask leaders when men visit your church, how would they answer this question about men? Here, men are, and then fill in the blank. When I left Temple Baptist Church that evening, there was no doubt in my mind I would answer that question with, here, men are important. I asked the men's ministry leadership team leader, Jerry Ramsey, why it was essential to target and encourage men. And he said, and I quote, God expects us as men whom he has ordained to step forward and lead. I want to help men realize their rightful place in their family, the church, and the community through the example of Jesus Christ and God's word, unquote. Leaders, if you truly want to target and engage your men, you not only need to have discipling opportunities for the men to partake, but everywhere they turn, they need to see something about men displayed. They need to hear the pastors talking about men, and they need to be reading about men. You can have many men participating invisibly in various ministries of the church. But if men do not visibly see the church speaking to men, they will walk out the door after visiting and say, here, men are not important, or they're just a nuisance. Another observation I had while visiting Temple Baptist Church, I sat at a table with 5 men from the church. I asked them 2 questions. What drew them to the church, and what has kept them here? To a man, their answer to both questions was the men's ministry and the small groups. When they walked into the church, they saw the church was about connecting with the men. I want to encourage you to evaluate how your church connects with the men who attend the church. Is it visible? Or do the men have to decide to attend regularly before discovering how the church connects with men? My prayer is that men feel value and important to the church's ministry from the moment they walk in the door. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you will join me next time as I share insights, ideas, and information on men's ministry moments. And I pray you will join me in the challenge and adventure to disciple every man. This is Mike Sandlin. God bless.